defense. Pissed around to start. Sense with the util. Flash, smoke, and Flash at the ready right now for middle. So you can see this one. If they do take contact, he can lob it out. And, oh, it's A main. Stiko immediately just gooshes. Process Tabson, fortunately, bows him out. But they will take the space over towards mid. There's a jump spot from Sin, aforementioned, who needs to find something. And kill on the pistol round would do wonders for his confidence. We've got Jakey and MC bringing you all the action.
Power position adopted by Tamsin, so A's off the menu. A late red smoke as Tatsunito starts his investigations. This is kind of similar-ish to what we saw on Vertigo in the sense that you show face A on the extremity, and then Tatsunito tries to take a little bit of space, and he's done that. He's actually hit Mantu in the face. So two Gooshes, two members of Big Clan brought very low.
Have to fight.
They are swinging in to finish the job. Satsunito and Jacob fighting on the speedway. Supportive util, but it's not necessary because all of the shots are being hit. My goodness, Satsunito picks up from where he left off. Sin gets nothing done. Kit now on the floor, and the round falling away from Big Clan.
Showing a bit of confidence with these fights now, and that is what Apeks are going to need. The individuals more than happy to swing out and take the jewels as Tabson falls to Jacob, and Sassanito on the hunt. Process, he was the individual who took the first bullet out of Stiko's Glock to begin the round, and now he's hightailing it out of there. And you must have known that fight was coming if you were big. The T's are always going to spring into action and try and take some territory to apply that pressure. You can't play the post plant without any space. And Process will get to retain the Kevlar. But celebrations continuing on the Apeks side of the server. Should be very happy. I think that, you know, having Sassanito and Jacob happy to surge forward for fights, those two players quite clearly enjoy a bit if they back their aim. Seem cut for the same elk in that regard.
And I mean, the Glock is just so deadly right now. You can see just these gooshes, you know, back-to-back maps. We've seen just how potent that pistol is, staying so nimble, agile. The moving accuracy in particular, the 20 bullets, it certainly makes it look very convincing in Apex's hands.
Through.
Got his lineups.
Yeah, and the util out of Big Hit was nice. They got the lane molly down to slow down the advance towards Cave. A nade for good measure, chunking Sense and Sassanito as well. But they will still establish control of that and middle. And Mantu, he's not anywhere far forward with the scout to search. Oh, that's a missed smoke towards red.
It does give Tamsin something to peek around. And he's ahead of the flashback. Beautiful from Tamsin. He'd have loved to have gotten away with that. Bit messy on the spray. Takes too long. Results in a Jacob trade.
Yeah, frustrating when a smoke like that gives away a kill, but as long as you still secure the round, Apeks shouldn't be too unhappy. Short smoke.
Haven't seen Big convert these second round forces. They're more than willing to go for them, but...
Oh, we see a difference of philosophy, right? Apeks love the full eco. Big have been opting in with the force buy. I like the fact that they're willing to contest and back themselves. But they're gambling correctly. Still 3 players over towards B. Long smoke now. Ramp smoke fading, and here they come.
No,
they're ahead of this. Sin's
no fun. Sin's still got a nade in his hands and just about gets away from the spray. Full blind, Orc will find him. And it's falling apart at the seams for Big Clan.
Oh, the unscope.
Love that.
They could have even got a tag off, but now they just have to save. Sin, they're just assuming that they weren't going to disrespect that smoke, so caught off guard by the timing. There was a redeploy of the smoke top ramp. Not expecting anyone to phase through. They found a perfect timing. He gets pantsed. Apeks grab another.
Nice find on the AK-47. That kill from Crimbo does soften the blow. And Mantu just going to be rocking with that scout into the next round. Let's have a look at this from Tabson again. And it was the Jacob trade, albeit hectic through the smoke. Sin getting caught out here. Yeah, that timing. And no surprises. Nork
Flash worked. Yeah. Nork knew where he was.
These pointy elbows of Sin. It's multiple times he's just been sticking out and leads to his demise.
If that was just a moment earlier, maybe could have profited. Sin could have been the hero.
No one was there to get that information. It kind of fell to him. I guess he did have Mantu at the back of the site, but he wasn't holding. And so, yeah, just slipping through, did Nork, catching that timing. And likely a third here. Imminent for Apeks, starting very strong in this third map.
I'm throwing out the elbow smoke towards middle to... no. Looks like that one's gone a bit deep. So ahead of this, Jacob will not have his vision obscured. Satsanito signaling his presence towards Cave, and likely with the buyers on the other side, they take a few more risks. Just need to deal with that AK of Crimbo, which is currently just over towards Donut. So on the jiggle, spots out, denies. Mantu, there's something to work with.
That's a big frag to post.
Model on the nose. Look at the rotation it's forced. I thought Crimbo might have joined the party over towards B and tag, so that's great information. He'll know he's hit that one, Jacob. This round's going to feel insufferable, knowing that a stiff breeze will blow you over, just a bullet required. He'll fall, 12 points of health remaining, and Sin's even being able to pick back up that scout.
Yeah, they're actually kind of floating that scout in Sin's hands back to B. Process just jiggling for that ramp info.
Once that smoke starts to fade towards short, that line that Sin can take will be nice. Process looks like he's going to play alongside of Sin here.
Could finish off that damage he did to Jacob. He's crouched under the line of fire now, just burrows.
Crimbo's on his way.
Beehive doesn't hit the shot. They're up the ramp, slipping through. Pistol shots, flash and fight. That's the plan. That's the go. Tabson's on a very rapid flank. Oh, he could do so much here. Satsanito cut down. Doesn't spam the bomb. Could have a chance to deny it. The nade does so. Now slipping through. Wasn't ready for that. Was Process. Huge into the 1v1. Crimbo's found the first. That AK, he recovered. He saved. And now can he clutch? Nork's power moves straight through the smoke. It's got him too. Crimbo slips onto the site. Nork trying to fake him out with sound cues.
No.
There's no way. There is absolutely no way he falls for this. He's going to have to check it. Dan Crimbo! He does thrive. Clutches up for the boys of Big, and Gob thanking the heavens as we do see an early round for Big Clan and against the odds.
I like it from Crimbo, right? Knowing that he's safe behind the pillar, just going to sit until Nork has the first 5 seconds to tick past, thinks, okay, well, he could be sitting this, but it's on to Mantu. And it's not just this kill, which is an absolute beaut. It's the tag as well. The nade comes through to finish off Jacob. Nork with some stylish moves through the smoke, knowing he needs to push to make a play. But Crimbo coming in with a clutch. We've seen him in a couple of these type of rounds. That one is going to feel very good.
Hello.
Crimbo with the wave, but let's see, can they back it up? Apeks are able to get an AWP into the hands of Nork.
Aggressive mid setup. Swinging through and jump. They've been caught out completely. A double from Tabson straight out of the gates. That seemed a little bizarre.
Yeah.
No molly on the jump up, no
Cave smoke.
contingency.
Yeah, the finances weren't there to make that one a possibility. So hoping that they could hit him with a bit of shock and awe. And if I'm Nork, I'm probably, was there a missed smoke towards Cave? Is there something that we
missed?
Yeah, maybe somebody was meant to throw it and they didn't. Because if you're going up B lane like that with everything in your hands...
And you saw the elbow player. He was in the smoke with his knife out.
Yeah, so they were hoping to pinch a mid, but you need to come through heaven as well as the elbow. And Nork, well, we know there's frustrations on one side of the server, maybe something to show on the other. When you're in spawn with your hands behind your head, thinking, where is this round just gone? I have an AWP and we've thrown away 2 lives within the first 15 seconds. Can they make anything of it?
Well, Sin, he's definitely made something of it. Losing Process gets him a little scared, but the damage was done. Jacob cannot brave the flame, and Nork and Nork with the AWP.
Is this hole going to be plugged by Tabson? Went in towards Donut, they're saving. Telling now by Jacob's HP and his positioning towards T-spawn. And why throw it all away? I would probably call a timeout if I was Mytha here, just to have a discussion of what went wrong.
And I would also argue that Crimbo's clutch, combined with a back-to-back Tabson double round definer, it could be a little bit of a counterbalance to the tilt they've witnessed and experienced on map 2.
Yeah, Big for sure are walking on eggshells. I think that they could easily continue this slide off the face of the planet. But if you can bring Apeks down with you...
Yeah, join us in the tilt.
Yeah, let's get in the mud.
Yeah.
Let's roll around in this filth of mental anguish in a frustrating game of Counter-Strike.
Bars, Birchall, bars. Yeah, that one, that's a nasty round to concede. I mean, just seeing that in the feed, you can see it demotivated Nork. Check this one out again. They were caught out. They were definitely not expecting that to be a possibility.
Which is very surprising.
Yeah, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre.
And they're not taking... Guys, wait, why didn't you take the timeout? You have an AWP and an AK. Your loss bonus into the next is going to be 2,400, so that you're not going to have a buy next round anyway for everybody. It's going to have compromises. They've done a heaven smoke this time round at least. But I still would have wanted to have a chat of, hey, we have these 2 rifles. What do we want to look to do? And sure, you have the 20 seconds of freeze time. Just felt maybe it was worth a look in it. This is still around where the finances for big aren't built. If this one just kind of fizzles out and they don't get any kills, right now it's... Nork's doing some talking. Can we get the cam back on? All right, he was doing some talking.
Yeah. It's a dialogue right now, isn't it? It's kind of what we used to affectionately refer to as an existence timeout.
Just they're in a bit of a hole, I think, but they've waited out the util. Smoke fade, Jacob fights and falls. Nork posts on the line. AK scavenge back from Sense. Singed toes. Has to respect that, and Bigger, I want to say, in full control of this round.
Yeah, they'd be hard-pressed to let this one slip. A power position adopted by Crimbo. He's not vulnerable to any potential Molotov that can be the counter to that position. Given the finances.
What's going on here? There's 30 seconds left, gentlemen. Are we saving again? We are saving again.
Yeah. Sense and Nork tasked with that responsibility. Tatsunito just going to walk in. Oh, got it across the line.
Yeah, that one scrappy from Crimbo. In fact, Crimbo doesn't have very good mechanics for the type of output that he can deliver.
Really?
Yeah, his aim's not very good.
But it's his position.
Comparatively speaking to a lot of players, he has good aim,
yeah.
right? But, you know, for a player that has his output, I think he does a lot of it through positioning and his brain.
Which would, I would argue, make him a fantastic player to watch demos of.
Sure.
You know, you want to learn where to put yourself.
Yeah, good decision-making, good understanding of situations.
Yeah. He's got those reactions.
But there's some Crimbo whiffs.
Oh, yeah.
There's some of those out there. Big are actually the ones taking the timeout. Tactical. So, yeah, look, they had to save the AK. They had to make sure that Nork retained the ult because he wouldn't have had anything to work with in this round with where the loss bonus was at. So they've allowed that retention in back-to-back rounds.
It's still not brilliant in the utility department. You know, Birchall, if you were working with this set of tools coming into a full gun round, it does limit your options.
I would say that I'm definitely not going for fast mid-control. All right, I don't feel that you have enough flashes, enough utility to harass with. But that's the thing, if they go for an opening which would consist of like a red smoke and a cave smoke and then the molly to harass, and you're going to need to probably smoke off B ramp so they can't surge down behind you while you're trying to fight middle. You're already out of nades based off what you've just pointed out. So let's see, what is the opening going to be from Apeks? I'm glued to their T-spawn right now.
No spawn smoke.
Sense is doing something a little bit later. I think that's just a red smoke. So going for the boost up and over.
Ooh. This is an angle. Oh, this was an angle Tamsin may not have been ready for. Dismounted prematurely and then results in some significant damage. Jacob and Stiko.
But they still use their smokes. The one was used on lane to get this space.
Oh, and Process is happy to take headshot duels. We know how precise he can be.
One was used in middle for them to try and boost over the top of. Now they just have 2 mollies to work with.
And there goes one of them.
And Stiko will give away a big shadow advantage to Mantu. Oh, Sin, careful. He's getting caught out with nades in his hands. He just looks out of place.
They baited that.
Yeah, Mantu draws something back at least, but Sasanito is applying a lot of pressure towards B with his cave presence.
He's done very well onto B. Sense is trying as well to build into the B site. A 2-man long setup. Mantu rotates through and spotted. Sense getting that information. Perhaps they are aware there is a potential gap on the mid. Reaggress out of big.
Cave.
It's a very hard clear.
You don't be doing this. You don't be doing this.
It's so telegraphed. Oh, it could go wrong. Process, great due diligence to swing around his mouse and have a look.
A team flash as well. Mantu just got completely blind.
It's bumpy, but it's working out well this time for Big Clan. Crimbo pushing forwards into A main. Sense not anticipating this, but adjusts and finds the frag. Finds the weapon and just finds a bullet between the eyes. Long range, nice work from Tabson into the head. It's up to Nork in the clutch. First is found easily. Takes down Mantu. Opportunity now with a couple of missed bullets. Forces him away from Brokey. We know he's got no smoke, and with 8 seconds left, he's just going to have to try and go for a Hail Mary plant. He's gone for the fake, and yeah, no bomb plant to be. Process finds another one. It's between Tamsin and Process. That round comes through.
Interesting decisions from both teams, but I think I was tilting back into the head there from Nork. that plant with where the loss bonus was at would have gone very nicely, but thought he would have just been run down. Gets nothing for his troubles. No kills. That is so fortunate.
Whoa.
That could have just, that would have been the one that might have sent me off the edge. So, in fact, they hold on. Apeks.
It was a cursory glance. You know, that was just a quick swing of the mouse from Process. Tech9's, this one equally has the potential if Apeks are to find something early. So keep your eyes on Sin, working on that cave position. He's not shy. He's not going to be humbled by Satsanito's prowess here. I say that. He's actually running at him on the reload. Running at him, trying to find him. Sin holds on. They're coming for you. Has to get away. Oh, no. He's gone down. Satsanito victorious. Process guarding the rifle. Oh, and they've lost A space completely. They completely abandoned the A site. Could result in some flanks. Could result in a bit of a re-rotation. I like this from Process. He's taking initiative here. And he spots a couple slipping in towards the cave side. Oh, misses his shot. Big clan. Having a bit of an execution issue here.
Both teams with some wobbles. At least they have the bomb trapped in cave. You want a positive? There it is.
Nice. All bang to finish off the job. That's Satsanito down. This is very awkward all over the shop. Check this one out. That power angle from Nork, but also this over the fade. Crimbo gets them. And yeah, Process catches.
I feel really bad for Jakey.
I just feel really, yes.
Because none of it's making any sense. Jakey's going to cut, like, is any of these fights going to be sensible? Oh, well, just bail out your AWPer, please. Matsu running. Crimbo's here.
Everything's fine.
There it is. 5 for Big. A 3-round advantage. It's labored, but they have this lead, and I think it's Mytha's job just to remind them, hey, boys, we've had a couple of these opportunities. It hasn't been too bad. They've almost gifted us 1 or 2 moments. We're only 3 rounds behind. T-side of Ancient. Loss bonus is in our favor. We had the pistol. Had the conversion shot. We lost that clutch, but these things are going to happen.
Great awareness from Crimbo, anticipating the jump up on the box.
And on top of what I was just saying, Mytha needs to be telling them, hey, this is actually our first real gun round. Right? Because of those saves, because of the awkward nature, it has been a little bit hit and miss. They haven't had everything they've wanted up until this point, and I even said that they don't have a Nork AWP.
And that is mad to be saying, you know, at round 8.
You had like 2 rounds in a row where they saved the AWP. Then, yeah, so it's taken a little bit longer, but now, hopefully, we can see a full game plan. They're going for this mid-lurk smoke. I was talking to Exertion about this today. He doesn't think it's too powerful. Let's see what they find.
Jacob across the box. Crimbo already onto Sense. Nice work from Jacob. He has been rewarded for getting across early by virtue of that smoke. Undetected. Sin threatening for a bit of a peek-a-rooney. He's been taken down by Jacob for the double. Tabson responds quickly. It's Satsanito that keeps Apeks with that advantage. This has been one heavy, mayhem-centric mid-fight. Mantu onto Satsanito. It's deathmatch right now.
Stiko actually has the jump. This should be a kill for Stiko. Mantu not going to expect this space to already be taken, so... Oh my lord.
What is this map right now? These rounds have been bizarre. I mean, entertaining.
It's hard to, like, I feel like I'm just bashing on Sin right now. I don't even know how to justify that swing out of cave because they have no eyes. He's just given a jewel to mid players.
With a nice indication with a big underhanded smoke.
Yeah, I like this from Crimbo. That was that lurk smoke, so you can just disrespect it exactly like he did. So they did cross paths in that, but it was just chaos towards middle. And that's Apeks with their first proper gun round doing an all-in, right? For that mid control is an all-in. You're hoping that you stick the landing. Now they have another partial investment. Fast in towards B, went straight back into the fight. Lurk smoke front sight. Satsanito gets one and traded it in again.
The poor soul right now. Really, just, you know, your mouse doesn't feel right. Your hands are sweaty.
This lurk smoke on the side, it can make it feel quite claustrophobic.
Quickly as well. I mean, if Satsanito gets more than one there, or if there's a trade, it gets awkward very quickly.
I like this though. Process staying proactive, takes the space back immediately and spots out the dome.
He's having, I mean, I'm really admiring the process of today is an asset to Big Clan.
It's good to see how many fights he's willing to take and the understanding of, you know, hey, they were just here. Now it's really quiet. I need to get back this space. We don't have the info.
And it's like the opposite of playing scared. You know, it's kind of playing with that confidence you need, combined with well-informed critical thinking and initiative. They are, however, probably going to be needing a bit of backup. Here it comes. Mantu arrives and confirms their suspicions. They are on the way up, crawling in now. Applying pressure. Process on the smoke spam. Successful. Now Mantu's under scrutiny off that flash. Stiko had a little pot shot. Recovers the rifle.
So many nades.
No armor. A bomb plant's great. Extra funds, but Big looking for that round. A 7th would be nice, and it's Process on for an ace. It's 5 taken down by the young gun. And pride oozing out of God beat for the performance we're seeing from Process tonight.
He's been tidy on Vertigo with the heroics that he had. It's a bit unfortunate they were unable to get it done in a 2-0 fashion, but Big with a lead and quite a large one at this juncture. Juggling weaponry and, well, Process has taken heads, so I'll tell you which one I'd rather be doing. As 5 rounds to the good are Big. Guns out for Apeks again, and it's too late in the half to just be going for another all-in mid-play like that. Try and set up the rounds a little bit more efficiently. Heaven smoke, lurk smoke out middle as well. Molly from Jacob to deny the jump up immediately. And extinguish, that's 3 T-smokes used immediately. So think about those resources. They've had to drop this smoke to deny the lane molly, which then now playing in front of. So they've taken the space, since aware that if you're going to use that many resources, you need to try and at least do something with it. And he's Mantu again. Such a nuisance of an angle.
He crouched under the light. Mantu doesn't get the shadow advantage on this one. Stiko, great awareness of the minutia here in CS2. No early warning for the AWPer. Perhaps the element of surprise for Stiko. Nade forces Tabson away. Red room smoked. Different flavor to this round here. Mantu has the line, will be flashed off of it. Good awareness from Apeks. Protocols paying off for a very intense 2-man commitment to the red room. Molotov from Tabson, not going to achieve too much.
Deep, if he isn't aware that they're past, there could be problems, but Sin is here and the two of them could look to clear out red together.
Yeah, that can work. Tabson backing away. This is where you need to see a trade. A double would be huge, but Sin, he at least keeps it level. Gets sense, forces Jacob away. Tatsunito working on Process. This would be a huge frag to post. The back turned of Sin. Barrel spotted. Tatsunito lightning fast, but Sin with another important trade. He holds on to the B site.
Could be an impactful double out of Sin, and finally some life. It will be the B finish. Stiko back around the world.
This could be huge from Sin, an impactful round already, but yet to be locked in. This is a great Molotov to deny the default plant. This will delay with 14 seconds. The molly's brilliant from Sin. He can't plant. He can't plant. Stiko forced off into Sin. An incredible round out of Sin. Oh, and it's all him. This is what he needed. Big Clan gifted the 8 by Sin.
And hopefully that does wonders for the confidence. He was struggling on Vertigo, been struggling in the opening stages, and you're happy with that. He's had a rough game so far, but that is finally something out of one of these younger names to be proud of. Putting them up to 8. And important kills across the board. Trade, extremely necessary. The fact that he does it yet again on Susanito, who's just been able to weasel his way into the backlines again. And that molly denies the plant, stops them from getting the bonus. Able to step out and profit on top with the AK-47. So a fantastic round. And then emboldened with that confidence, swings out, takes the fight on Nork. And forces a second timeout of Apeks.
He's back. Just when they needed him as well. 8-2, one hell of a CT half right now. Apeks, they are struggling. Gonna need to post what remains. This has been 8 rounds in consecutive fashion. So in terms of Apeks boasting gun rounds, as you've discussed with the weird saves, extra boat. Wow, that is a...
I like that that's highlighted. Everyone's been told, hey, we've got the extra funds, guys. Let's leave the flashes at spawn. So that's gonna be great for them to late round with if necessary. And there's even an extra rifle.
Back in. Interesting protocol from Tatsunito. If there is the early lane molly, he plans to extinguish to apply pressure. Sin will be warded off by their molly. Important round for Apeks. Tatsunito has been a real threat on this Jaguar cave position. They've taken it by virtue of the molly.
B setup seems somewhat fragile. The rotation points still quite far away because Crimbo playing Joker pushed out to the cutout in middle, and we've had another.
Oh, we've had a crash.
Yeah, I think when we heard that little tick of the typing, but damage was already done. I'm not going to make any comments. We leave that up to the League Ops. But this round looks like it's on. And the kills keep coming. Jacob.
Donkey Kong.
Remember, this was the map, I do believe, where Apeks started their campaign, and they were 13-0'd.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and for it to be your third for your last chance saloon into Katowice group stage.
And things were looking like an 8-2 scoreline. Now, most likely going to find themselves 8-3 with the chance to make it 8-4 before we head to that halftime break. That's going to feel an awful lot better. Now, obviously big. Things have been going quite well. We know it doesn't take a lot for them to mentally unhinge, but hopefully they can hold it together because this has been a good half.
It's been a
worked very hard for this.
Yeah, they really have, and it's been a full team effort as well. How priority are these saves? You can see a lot of funds on...
Process is light on.
Yeah.
And lost bonus bottom of the barrel.
And
so only 1,400.
Yeah, so Tamsin wouldn't mind full nades.
Should be good. Doesn't look like they're going to be finding themselves in any danger. Bomb not far from detonation. Don't have Crimbo back in the server just yet, so expect a bit of a technical timeout here, everybody. Just what we need in a pressure match. A moment to take your breath.
And sit in silence.
Yeah, stew in what could have been. Try and battle some of those demons, but some nice shots from Jacob.
Yeah, he gets to hit the same shot again here. Look at that. Just knows his angles, controls his taps. And Jacob, yeah, an impact player. We heard from Yanko on the desk talking a little bit about, I think it was Kassad singing the praises of Jacob and what he brought to a team. Fearless. And 11 frags. He's the only player in double digits for Apeks in the kill tally. Crimbo looks like he's keeping a cool head on his shoulders, and that's another thing. You know, we praised his positioning. That's another thing I think Crimbo brings to this team. He seems to be quite hard to phase, hard to tilt. I'm not saying that's the same for Big, as we've discussed, but I think Crimbo might be a bit more of a calming and consistent presence in that regard.
Yeah, look, it's good to definitely have someone as a bit of a talisman in that regard. Mantu seems like he keeps a cool head on his shoulders, but I feel you need it across the board, and sure, you might want to whip some of the boys into line if they're doing the wrong plays, but if it spirals, that's where, you know, when we talk about with the Na'Vi of old, for example, that apparently is bleeding over into the Cloud9 atmosphere, if reports are to be believed. But let's find out. Final round, first half, map 3. Elimination or progression. I know which one I'd rather like.
Same boost. Let's see how this one works out for them.
So they're using their own smoke to make that only possible for a moment. Just seems like a lot of resources to be dumping in without a pick to find. Self-flash from Sin. Nice little alley-oop.
Geeky.
Door smoke will follow that molly, so they can progress for this B lane control if they'd like.
Oh, this is the route you take if you're not expecting an AWP, but the boost, I think Mantu's safe from it. Oh, no. Flicks up, gets away. Tatsunito punishes the Sin peak. That's the response you wanted. Process pushing up on towards the ramp side for the equalizer.
It's already used his smoke process, so we'll not be able to redeploy one to the doors and back around the world.
Reaction.
You have to. I don't think you're going to be able to try and just brute force your way out on towards the A site once you've been stalled by that AWP shot. Taps him with the reposition, going to catch him on the fade. Jacob getting the better.
He knew he was in trouble. Spamming and jumping to try and evade that response from Mantu. Hits his shot, 3-on-3. This is all to play for right now. Final round of this half. Stiko with a util dump, trying to sell something, and it has pulled Mantu over, so it all falls to Process.
Oh, Sense! No!
Has let it go. Hard to track from behind, but Process.
We're due a Nork clutch though, aren't we?
It's been a while. We know what he's capable of in the clutch. Nork cooking up trouble. Looking for Process. Oh, that's a timing window now for Process. Considers it clear. Yeah, gets the information, playing it safe, playing for the squad, letting that gap close. Mantu coming in, it's all Process. Holding on for it. 12 frags, 9 rounds. Big Clan, 4 away from the group stage.
here, so pretty, please come join me. Baby, come play with fire. This heat will get you higher. You need a little space, that was happy. Can't help it, I'm a player. I know you love the danger. You know I got the space, that was happy. I can't stop it when I serve it up right. Joe, oh my, anyone it all like. Moso no, kama wa ilanay mo. Tabi na sa'y, baby, take a big bite. Go no, kalasa ka best. Onsen, I'm breaking a sweat. Turn it up like 100 degrees. I've been looking for the one that can handle all this heat. Baby, your secret's safe with me. I know you love that heat. So pretty, please come join me. Baby, come play with fire. This heat will get you higher. You need a little space, that was happy. Can't help it, I'm a player. I know you love the danger. You know I got the space, that was happy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've just got one final half of Counter-Strike for you before we wrap on up the IEM Katowice play-in for 2024. One final spot in the group stage, and looking to advance is big. They took the first map, tripped over their shoelaces on the second with some magnificent play out of Apeks, and now we find ourselves on Ancient with a 9-3 scoreline. One hell of a hectic half, Chad.
Yeah, look, it's been some scrappy CS, some interesting decisions. We find ourselves underway with big, and this is a utility-laden pistol. Plenty of smokes, mollies, flashes, everything. And Apeks, they love this more direct approach. So they're through mid, calling it clear. 2 about to fight Cave. This is going to be a biff.
They're not making any secret of that presence up B. They were loud on this advance, and they just want to flash him in. Oh, Satsanito, how is he still alive? Stiko, pot shots from mid, contributes a double, and it's all fallen apart. It looked like it was perfect when you see the full flash, but miraculously, Satsanito just keeps on spamming.
Using their molly against them.
And locking them out with Stiko's hunt. This is going to be a perfect pistol. Stiko, hard to hit, ahead from behind. He's distracted them sufficiently, and it's no longer perfect. Crimbo at least takes the one.
Stiko just showing sense that it happens to everybody. Just one of these things in life. Oh, they enjoyed that one. A pistol round. That is how you need to kick things off in this second half. Big, no plan. They have enjoyed the 4 spies as far as the CT side has gone. They continue to do the same here on the T side.
Wow. Whew.
And just able to post up and tap away. So great stuff from Stiko. Oh, the confidence of the kid. 1 kill in the first half, and he's still happy to let him know. It is just going to be Deagles aplenty. We will see. Oh, I don't know if we will see the buy come out to the next. As I mentioned on Vertigo, Big sometimes take these more conservative.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, and not punished away. So Sin, even though he's down to 26 points of health, he's a valuable dug on the board.
If your pre-aim's good. Oh, jiggle out for the Jacob spot. And
beautiful.
Mantu is the one to hit the Deagle headshot.
Good understanding of the situation.
Really?
The process to go wide to buy that angle. And now dipping back. Are they even aware this is possible?
That's really cool. It gets cooler. As Sense at least eliminates Crimbo. They're going to have to clear big box. That's what Stiko's doing, and therefore this round no longer feels quite as threatening.
No, they weren't able to do anything with that space, so good response time from Apeks. Deal with any of those issues, and now with the rifles in hand, the no Kevlar for big. It's going to need to be more Deagle Scorches, or it'll be good night and another round for Apeks.
Yeah, that HE could do so much damage if he felt the need. Nice find onto Sin, and it's Sense and Stiko locking it down to make sure that second round is there. Some cracking shots on the Deegs. You can see why they buy them. It can put you into those mid-rounds like that, but no conversion.
Well, this is where we get to see what type of approach from Big. Will it be, look at the Sin highlight again. A nice little banger of a shot. We'll even gave it to zoomed in. Getting in all the tastiness, and yeah, Mantu, well done. The info comes out, Process called where he was, goes wide, essentially putting his life on the line for Mantu to get that frag, and he does. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about with Big, right? They went for the Deagles, no Kevlar. Now they go for a round with Kevlar, some Tech 9s, and a bit of util, seeing if they're able to win one like this. So the damage in the previous, they need a bit more, and Mantu finds the opener this time. Speed Demon.
That's huge. Santa needs to get a bit of a his own treatment there. Taste of his own medicine. There's two of them peeking into this cave position. Great work from Mantu. Doesn't matter about Sin if you can still provide the frag. However, with such low HP and Crimbo not overlooking the potential positioning from Sense in the cubby. And now it's Sense's turn to overlook the potential up ramp from Process. It's all a bit backwards, and it has resulted in a 2-on-2.
And Jacob's already here on the flank coming around the ramp. The correct choice.
I mean, Process has been so aware, I just don't think he's ready for this one. Who are you? Young man, Process. It was such a rapid flank, and he's gone and found what could and probably should be a round winner.
Well, Stiko, they knew where he was. He's gotten off quite quickly. Have to wonder, is there a defuse kit on the site? Process is going to back into this, and this one will be picked up. So Stiko in a one-on-one against Mantu.
He's got a kit, he just picked it up. Smoke as well. Really uncomfortable for Mantu immediately. Oh, beautiful clutch from Stiko. Delivers for Apeks in a crunch moment. Clutch up from Stiko, who steps up.
You can't really blame Process there. He's just made that kill. They thought the Stiko was still going to be transitioning late from spawn. He backs into it. Mantu sees the smoke coming down, thinks to himself, I have to take that fight before he just sits there on the defuse. I lose him in the source. But there was, again, some just weird moments. I think Sense staying tucked in towards the cubby unknown. 3 towards B, right, because they already made the cave kill. They took down Nork, and there wasn't even any other sound cues made. And Process, he shouldn't be too disappointed with that, considering they kept the finances right where they want them of Apeks. See this cave smoke in from Big. Red smoke out as well. Flashes to help with this mid play. Sin up and over from the heavens, coming through the smoke at the same time as Process. So the two of them in combination will get mid control. The cutout molly in play, and now Stiko under a lot of pressure.
No smoke available to him. He's just going to have to try and get that molly out before Process runs him down.
Good to see him keeping his confidence, even with the last round falling apart. He's been so good at surging into these fights. So space taken, opening found, and Donut under Big's control. Have a lot of map territory to work with. They have a player in Donut already. They need to clear out A main. They're going to come searching for him. This might get dicey for Apeks.
Ooh, okay, yeah, confirms the hunt is on. He's actually going to throw out a smoke to delay that. Keep Donut under his control.
Makes it a bit awkward if you're Apeks. You go, well, what do we react to? They blocked themselves in Donut. We still have the number disadvantage. We don't have a lot of util. Yeah, searching elsewhere. So now, quickly knocking on the door of Red, making sure nobody slipped. Sin might be susceptible if he steps out. And A main, look how scared they are. They still haven't crept in.
Sin gets the one. Crimbo builds upon it. That advantage is maintained as it's all onto that AWP of Nork. Gets a nice one onto Tabson. Overlooks the potential. Nice work from Mantu. Needed that. As it does look to translate into a 2v1 nasty retake for Sense. No util.
He's giving it a go. This will be a massive 1-on-2.
Trying to catch the timing through that smoke. Hoping it's not held. Oh, throws out his pistol. Finds Mantu. Isolates the first. And Crimbo ready to take that engagement. Doesn't hit the first bullet with only 21 points of health. He just has to hit the one bullet. The HE no longer a threat. Hoping to just hold it in. Oh, that is ridiculous! Now he stands up again. That's going to get right under Big Clan's fingernails. That's going to hurt.
Oh, that is from 1 kill within the first half of play. He's got 6 already in the second half. That's a 1-on-2 to keep them. With the clean sheet on the CT side, it's back-to-back clutches required. One from Stiko, now from Sense. The old boy and now the young contributing. Apeks, the stars are starting to align as they are sticking in this, and the fury is in the belly of the young gun.
You see how quickly you saw Nork and Sense dart their eyes up to Big. They want to know just how much that's rocked them. tactical timeout. Probably wants to cool them down just a little bit, make sure everyone's ready for the go.
Well, they're still somewhat on the ropes, right? And that's another tight round. You're not winning it cleanly. You're not winning it necessarily through good Counter-Strike. This is the individuals stepping up and pulling rounds when they need them most.
Oh, yeah.
And Big, we know how these juicers feel.
Man, you know, think Crimbo's usually good for that. That's the kind of round you think he's just going to putt in. You can see he was a bit flustered.
20 HP, and I told you mechanically, you know, Crimbo sometimes.
And that HE just kind of willy-nilly, just so cautious, so flustered.
Oh, missed elbow smoke.
Oh.
You see that one?
Yeah, that might catch him off.
Sky.
He can just walk after this molly.
Let's give them slight more vision, but spam down Process, taking a lot of damage to Jacob. He'll dish bunch back with the nade, but they do have the mid control. Tree boost from Stiko this time round, as again, Donut has been taken in the opening stages by Big.
Smoke off behind Jacob. He has Stiko in support. Feels like this is their port of call. They just want to go, and wow! Jacob times it to perfection. A spray, pinpoint precise into two of them. And it's Stiko with that element of surprise on the boost position. Cut down by Tabson.
Oh, thought about the Brokey molly would have been the better decision. Now Sasanito went in the back. Tabson for a 1-on-3, the leader.
Yeah, he's loud about this now, spotted out on the jiggle by Sense. Mitha saying his prayers, recovered rifle, 6 bullets, an audible reload. It's Nork's AWP on Temple's side, and he's got 40 seconds to piece this one together. He goes for an ambitious plan that no one chooses to voice concerns about. Backing into the AWP, though, and that's a gift. As Mitha perhaps starting to believe what looked like an all hope is lost half. You get the pistol, you get the second, and your opponent goes on an 8-round run.
And look at this. Look at the way he's talking here. This isn't going to help the situation. Right, I have no idea what is being said, but it doesn't look like a happy in-game leader. It doesn't look like someone who is content with the situation. It's now a 1-round game, and he's freaking out.
Yeah, no, Gob's literally just tapping on the shoulder saying it's done. That round's gone.
Yeah, you come into this half, 9-3 scoreline. You lose 2 back-to-back clutches. They could go either way clutches. Okay, they fall apart. And now you're finding yourself freaking out when you're 1 round up. You just used your in-game leader brain, made sure you planted. He's thinking ahead, right? He makes sure that there's enough money for the buy. Gob comes in, but the damage might already be done.
Yeah, and that's why that timeout's for. This is Gob essentially just kind of trying to counteract what seemed to be a little bit of a meltdown there from Tabson.
A gargantuan one. And look, like I said, I feel the damage already done. Like the confidence, it's gone down the drain. And that's after such a great first half. Remember, Crimbo in the early stages with that AK won that clutch that helped them get into the game.
And you said it when it happened, but you know, one of those clutches we're referring to, which we can categorize as a bit of a tilt to what we've seen, was on a Tech 9 half buy.
Yeah.
You know, that was a 1v1. It came down to a 1v2, sure. But all is not lost.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Counter-Strike, it's a mental game.
Most definitely, and that's undisputed by those that play it. Oh, missed his extinguished. Jacob tried to flow with aggression, but it doesn't matter. Process has just been caught out with a smoke spam.
Yeah, Jacob's starting to get the better of him over towards these mid exchanges. More damage being done, and now just finding him just like that.
It's a big clan execute.
They're setting up for a pounce, but look where the bomb is. It's on the back of the in-game leader, who's now still worried about middle. He's kicking up a fuss, making a bit of noise. Another smoke redeployed towards the doors. This is put on pause for another 20 seconds at least.
So wait, they have mid, and they have B lane control. There's a very short list of where this remaining 4 can be.
Still have a smoke on Sasanito as well. So he's just given that over. They can re-smoke the doors on Sense to buy them even more time. That frees up the rotation. So Sasa's going to find himself over towards red. You've got Stiko in Donut. You've got the AWP of Nork trained on elbow. And it's double rifles on A. So if they try and just waltz on in and use Mantu to take some of these lines, I don't think they'll execute it. Well, no, maybe they will. You two being lined up now into double rifles. It's not like they're obscuring the vision of the AWP.
And Sasanito's going to be cooking up an early flank.
The door's about to be locked behind them.
Yeah.
This is the bait and switch. It's perfect.
Can they find a clean entry? Yes, they can. It's Tabson leading by example, but no one looking at the big box, and it's a bit of a messy spray.
But look how quick this flank is.
Yeah, this could be very, very hard for Mantu to switch around on this one, and he's actually going to have the trigger discipline. Look at it, tracking, trained on the head of Mantu. One passing glance, and it can all fall apart. He misses his shot. Sasanito posts it, and it's all on to Crimbo. Could he find
The AWP through the smoke?
That's the worst weapon for the job. They've even re-smoked it. He knows they're going to hold it. What
Just
can you do?
save
Crimbo doesn't have a rifle. He can't even spam the smoke. He fires off the
it.
shots, and that's the round. Save the AWP, I guess. He can't find the rifle. Another frustrating one from the donut position for Crimbo.
Yeah, someone get big dictionary and look up the word capitulation, because right now they are the definition.
Jacob and Satsanito highlights for the CT side right now. Yeah, I can see why he's giggling after the impatience to being nearly punished.
Yeah, almost flubbed it. It felt like a sealed deal.
I think he fired a shot. He did manage to get his finger on the trigger,
So you imagine. And Mantu's been quick to it in certain scenarios. That one, it's over. They're doing a fast A. They're just all inning A.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you're going to know it's A, and the rotation's going to come in buckets and spades.
Got to go through that. Sin does. Stiko forced back into the donut smoke. He'll actually, he naded it. As Jacob swings out, Thompson finds him. 4-on-4, hectic temple control is theirs, and a huge posting onto Nork. It's Process, proactive, finding the AWPer.
That was interesting. Sasanito didn't leave the B bomb side at all. He just kind of kept his feet planted. It's like they didn't believe it was the A rush. It fell all into me.
I guess it could be a question of what tone was Stiko saying? A, it's A, A.
Yeah,
A.
I just expected them to hightail it and head straight over. So big. They managed to pull this one off, and they actually just throw themselves into the choke points and take the fight. So actually quite well done.
Yeah, and Tapson, a double kill, high impact from him. Process the one to win the round with that third. You see this from Sin. Look at this flight path. Just goes straight into the duel, forces Stiko away, and it's this reaction from Tapson. You'll see him coming out of the smoke late and finding that frag right there, just with a slightly flashed face. Stiko spammed through the smoke, and it will be Big Clan, the first to find 10.
Yeah, the response time from Apeks, I think I gave them more credit than it was worth there. So well done from Big, and they must know that the finances of Apeks are still somewhat limited. Sense can drop that AWP across and buy himself a rifle. Jacobs just bought his own. It's just Stiko who's going to be operating with something a little bit less. And Sasanito can drop in an MP9. So they will have enough for what will resemble a full buy. But Big still have Apeks right where they want them. These rounds haven't been the easiest for Apeks to convert. They can still just break the finances Big and put themselves in pole position to get this one closed.
Interesting. Crimbo throws out a lurky smoke in exchange for that deep one towards the doors. Again? Jacob. We've seen this before, this turn of events, but this time he manages to find Process 2 HEs to the face, but he'll take a frag.
Yeah, they triple flashed out mid. Jacob still gets away with it. Nork's going to be under pressure. He's given the gift to get away. So Molly just to imply maybe they're crossing, but that's not the case. Now that he's smoked off Donut, they could. Somebody from B will have to be high alert about the red leak, but they're just setting up for a B play. Big with all 4 members bearing down.
Yeah, Satsanito's going all into the position. Commits to the off angle, which is all too comfortable for Mantu. That is a huge recovery.
No rotation either. There's space being taken from Stiko. He only has the MP9. It's how quick does this attack come in from Big, and with that smoke, it's impending.
Yeah, Jacob is very low HP as well, so kind of counting on Sense if they want to try and take this round on the BXX.
Has to be dead meat.
Yeah, Jacob cut down, and no response from Sin. Big. First to A, now to B, and Mytha exasperated after witnessing what has been a roller coaster of a Counter-Strike match.
Yeah, he looks like a defeated man. Money broken, AWP saved, AK for Stiko. So we've been here before. This is how their first half of play on Ancient started, and just when it felt like those clutches were enough to light the fire, enough to break Big, who were clearly starting to implode, an all-in A play. A round that I thought, boy, it just felt like it was
kind of
throwing the game away. All right, guys, nothing's working. Let's just rush. It worked out perfectly. And Big are back in the driving seat. That's only 1,900 loss. What do? You take the save now?
Give him 12.
And then try and go 3 consecutive to go into overtime? Massive from Mantu.
Very important.
Yeah, and the B defense was always going to be weaker because somebody had to worry about red. Nork got mollied. He had to smoke off Donut, meant that they could cross. One of the B defenders couldn't be focused on cave or ramp. You mentioned Jacob was low, right? The gaps that were created, the uncertainty that started to brew. Well, Apeks, you got to turn to this saved AK and this saved AWP to be the difference makers. You've upgraded a couple of pistols, sure, all in towards main, and quite a passive stance. So Sin, you can be the hero right now. You just need to deal with this aggression. Stico has to keep searching. They can't just park him here. Oh, and they have Sin. Exactly what he needed to do. Right, they needed to make a play, and Stico saved a lot of guns, and he's just gone for moves, and they found him across almost all 3 maps. Chipping away as Jacob, his aim's been good. Orb creeping down, but once it's noted, once the first shot sounds, tabseN should call them into pole position.
Crimbo just slipping past Nork's line of fire and sight line. And hold this off angle for the potential walk down. You park a player in mid. It's going to be Process deep red for a potential flank. And just looking to try and find this saved gun. You can see the hesitance in Big Clan as they maneuver. They cleared through cave. Crimbo walking on in. Nork strikes. Needs another. Spots the jump out. Good damage actually from that USP. Was that a double dink, I think, from Sense? But now all onto Nork. The Nork clutch. Trying to do the impossible, and yeah, tabseN, he is out of there. Not interested.
Did he get a sniff, or is he hoping for the save again? He's starting to just completely dart back through T-spawn, but it's the longest of rotations. Is he really going to give this one a go? I don't think so. Gonna scope up, have a little bit of a search. 40 seconds already thrust onto the clock. Sure, it was a nice little double. Yeah, and what were you saying about that loss bonus? Probably no AWP if he does. Exactly. Yeah, with that 2400 coming into the next, it's still going to be touch and go. Like Jacob only has 1.1 to his name. He's going to be operating with something far less unless he can get a drop. Mantu's already on the hunt, though. Mantu's in spawn. But we'll couple off on these highlights of the previous, but they are trying to take this away. They have the finances to risk a play like this. So Nork over towards the totem. Process pushing through main. Mantu coming behind. Another shot here from Nork. Position given up. Will he expect this? And Mantu removes the AWP.
Massive. Just as we discussed, there is nobody bar Stico on a 48-50. It's not going to happen. He's got armor. He needs to have armor. We're not going to be seeing an AWP for Nork.
Well, big. They've been here once. They're here again. The best of 3 against Heroic. An opportunity to lock themselves in for the top 16 of IEM Katowice. Well, they just need to get one more round on the board here against Apeks, who are strapped to join the likes of Gamer Legion, Spirit, Heroic, Eternal Fire, Rebels, Ents, Cloud9. The last name on that list looking likely to be big.
It's not over till it's over. Apeks 3 consecutive rounds demanded of them. And look at this fearless from Jacob. He pushes A main and he makes it clear he has. Sense an off angle, a quiet game on the 3rd, and it could pay off. Process caught off guard. Don't say that very often. An attempted trade, and Sin, he puts himself in the meat grinder. A double kill from Sense.
The impact again from the youngster to keep them alive. Molly just not spreading, getting hot in the red room. As a 3-on-5 situation now manifests. They got everything they wanted by removing that AWP, but still up against it. Sense is even able to get out of red, rotate around, position himself now with Nork and tabseN. tabseN with the bomb is going to be spotted. That's a lot of information, 45 seconds.
They're playing this very well. That Sense double, they don't want to let that at a huge advantage be thrown away. Jacob even re-advancing, trying to keep that presence and pressure up. 3 on this B site. There should be no way they can find their way in. Maybe that Mantu AWP could catch a peek at a Sense. They've got this angle set up. He does press his eye to the scope, heard now by the site players. Sense will be cautious about taking this fight. tabseN first contact. Good shot out of Crimbo. Back from Nork. Need a shot out of Mantu. All onto Mantu, and he's gone too. The first of the 3 to take us to OT is found.
Oh, Nork even putting a couple of USP bullets into the bodies just there on the ground.
I think he was trying to hit the M4 to Jacob.
Oh, you think?
I think he was actually...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, been a team player, you know?
I missed that. I just saw with my big map up on the screen and the USP being spammed, I thought it was just into the body. No, Alex, yours makes an awful lot more sense, doesn't it? Let's get him a much better gun.
Instead, it's actually Sense saying, lad, I'll take it.
Someone has to.
You know what Jacob's been doing in mid? I mean, I want him to have an M4.
That's true. Well, 2 more now. Apeks, you got to fight for your right for the group stage.
Oh, I thought Crimbo was going to be going something quick. You could see he's had that Mach 10, but thinks better of it. Still, though, could be Poppy. Smoke at the top of the ramp. Nork, yeah, spots them. Well aware, this is pacey. Crimbo does catch a glimpse, but look at the little gap Sense has found. He manages to get away with murder onto Tabson. He's low. The molly could finish him off if he's uncomfortable. Satsanito double. A very fast flank. One back from Sin. It looks great for Apeks here. Overtime looms unless Process can do something ridiculous. A triple from Tats. One away from closing this gap, forcing overtime. Big clan.
This again. Back and forth we go. Big. You sometimes have to wonder.
God, it just seems like they are cursed.
Doesn't it? Has Sense. Perfect little gap. Satsanito again. He seems to do his best work from behind. Timeout taken, a big conversation. Process. Can't quite believe his eyes. Crimbo can drop an AK. Sin can buy, Mantu as well.
I've been convinced that both teams in the server were close to winning at one point. At this point, I don't know. I really just don't know. Oh, okay, one final round of regulation. I will remind that both Sense's double and Satsanito's double are not likely to be so easily found. That's 2 incredibly impactful frags found by the CTs in back-to-back rounds. I mean, if they can do it again, we are off to overtime. What's the call? This is where Tabson's tested as an IGL as well. Get your troops in order, a single round of Counter-Strike, and you're in the groups.
Sounds easy, doesn't it?
Just one round. Maybe even just a couple of kills.
Oh, he's not deep enough, Sin.
He could have lost his life right there and then.
Could have, but he's been told to apply pressure towards Cave, and he's done exactly that, so he's forced out another smoke. Down to just, well, none now. The B doors being cottoned off. A couple of flashes, a molly, which has now also been removed from play, and we still have a minute 10. Apeks, you can see that they're feeling the pressure.
Coming for him. Sin, oh, that
Refire.
beautiful Sin comes alive in the final round of regulation. A double kill on the aggress from the CTs. It's problems now for Apeks. Can Nork hold on to this B bomb site? He has got help. Jacob has rotated through, abandons middle in a last-ditch attempt to try and force overtime. Sin, he's had a very tough game, but that round, this double.
The bomb has to get back through the
Giving
doors.
them the leg up.
Bomb has to get back through the doors. There's 30 seconds.
And they have to get past them as Nork has racked him up. Jacob gets another. There's no way. Sin's frags mean nothing if Mantu can't get that one. He does. 25, Process, low HP, up against an AWP that's insignificant. Can he go wide? Can Nork hit the shot? He can. He's so low. 15 seconds. 3 frags from Nork, an incredibly impactful round. It's Nork that takes us to OT. Apeks not done yet. The final spot in the groups of Katowice are still up for debate.
Oh, that is going to feel so good. Sin with the double. Sin with the double in Cave. A 3-on-5 disadvantage, and Apeks pull that off. The bomb outside the doors. Nobody watching the push. Everybody coming through Cave. And Nork lights it up. Oh, they couldn't have been more isolated. Mantu doing his best to break in, but Nork gets it done, and they're fired up once more. Apeks, they're pulling these rounds from somewhere.
What a round out of Nork. I got the hairs on my arm standing on end. When it matters most, he delivers. And now, already, Satsanito's drawn the first blood. It's Sin gone.
More flair to go for these moves now. Feeling a bit more confident, swinging back out, grabbing another. A big, how are you going to hold on mentally? We thought they were gone a map and a half ago. And they've still been able to get us to this point, but another absolute breaker of a round.
Okay, lads, 75 seconds. Let's use all of them. Let's stretch this one out. Let's just have a conversation.
How do you come back again?
I'm exhausted. I'm not playing. I am not played a single round of this game. I can't imagine what the players are feeling. The amount of pressure with so much at stake. This is the Masters tournament to start
Alex,
your year.
If they weren't broken before, how are they not broken now?
You had 3 opportunities to be in the groups.
You had a double 3v5 in your advantage. A 5v3.
I mean, Nork played at some incredible Counter-Strike. He hit that first.
All because the bomb was outside the doors. All because the bomb had to be scooped up and picked up late.
Oh, the fumbles. Jacob, mid-master. Another double, make it a triple. He's so comfortable in that mid position. Yeah, raising their voices, taking every competitive edge they can find. Big, you've got to be feeling flustered now. Spiky skin, sweaty palms, starting to already jump to conclusions. That invasive thought of, is it over? Thinking about packing your suitcase. Thinking about watching IEM Katowice group stage from home. Oh my gosh, here we go again.
Yeah, they're just going to be so deflated.
I mean, this would be incredible resilience if... I'll come back to that, because Nork's already picked off Process. Another opening death for Big Clan. Very early days in these rounds of OT. The CT side seems to have battened down the hatches, locked out any aggressive maneuvers. I think Process, or rather Crimbo, excuse me, has managed to at least catch wind of one at the back side of B. Tatsunito threatening with some aggression towards the elbow. You wouldn't play the fade at this.
I would, because they have all the confidence in the world right now. Yeah, they can take more risks. They can just take more chances because they're the ones who keep just pulling these rounds. Winning the clutches, winning the number disadvantage scenarios. Now they can be disruptive. You already have Big shaken. Just continue to stir them up. Make these plays that they're not expecting. Subvert the expectation.
It is so smart from Tatsunito to make a play like that. Knowing that Crimbo's mind, if you're crossing your T's, you're dotting your I's, you've got an advantage, you're not pushing.
Oh, speaking of pushing, here comes Stico again. Only has 9 kills, but the amount of times he's just vacuumed up all of this space over towards A and removed even a question mark of the main push. Sure, they do have to worry about the mid-league. 3v3 on this B bomb site. Up the ramp comes Tabson, out cave comes the other 2. Jacob tapping away, will be cleaned. Nork dies to the molly.
Oh, nice clean headshot out of sense. It puts Mantu into a clutch. Could be a hell of a recovery. Misses his chance. Apeks erupt. You can see the peanut gallery. Janko Paunovic tuning in for the intensity that is this overtime. 3rd map, final spot into the group stage.
Big just, well, I was going to say Big, Gob just scratching the back of his head. You're still calling the round. You're still hoping you can pull something off. I think Big done like a dog's dinner. It's just...
I thought that like 4 times.
Yeah, but this time
if they win this one, the CT side was not to be snuffed at, as we know. One hell of a first half.
I can't see it.
I'm trying it.
I can't see it. A 5v3.
Yeah.
Sin as well, the man who struggled on Vertigo, got absolutely nothing done, got abused. Comes alive on Ancient, gets you some big impact rounds, gets you 2 kills to close the map.
Big Clan were 3 kills away from the group stage and have since conceded what was, 3 rounds consecutive to OT. Now Apeks have got 2 in a row here. What have you got for us into this final round of your T side? Give you something to work with. Crimbo brought low. Sin testing the cave position. Now Tatsunito's going to be baited in by Jacob's Jiggle. A 2-man cave setup. Nork to clear red. And he's ready for Process. Tatsunito activates, slides on out for the double spray. Trying to punish his Tabson. He's frustrated. He's motivated to find this 2v4. That's massive from Tabson. Maybe that round is still up for grabs. It's Crimbo and Tabson. The Jedi Master and the Padawan. I haven't watched it in a while. But either way, that bomb needs to go down. And Stico's already on the hunt. Was anticipated by Crimbo. Now the wallbang comes through. It's perfect from Apeks on their CT half.
Oh, Stico with another flank. Another absolute nuisance of a play just coming in, making sure the info's flowing one way. And this time he actually gets to profit with a couple of kills. All 3 rounds in OT number 1. Just right when Big, we thought they had it. I still am recovering. And right now, if you're Apeks, you can throw anything you'd like. You don't even need to do a standard round. You could just do an all-in. You could just play together and try and explode to have a set piece. It looks like they will go for a standard opening. They're going for that mid-lurk smoke.
It all hangs in the balance, Chad. Tabson still flirting with aggression. It's Sin bodyguarding his leader. Steps into the line of fire for a double of his own design. Crimbo forward. Chipped away at by the nade of Jacob. Stiko advancing into A, knows a play needs to be made. Held by the man too. Oh, and the timing, unbelievably so. He just gave it up, and now he has to brave the flame. Second guess is the overcommitment. They can't fumble a 3v5 here. It is not allowed. And Sin continues where he left off. Impact being felt in a must-win round for survival. Pushes onto CT, finds his third. Impact reverberating through the server from Sin. Looking for mistakes is Nork. Misses his opportunity. Stepping into the line of fire was one. Jacob good for Sin. Crimbo can close, and it's the first of the required 3.
Oh, 2 more rounds, yeah, you're right. I still, look, as I said just in the previous, I think it's better to go for an all-in. Like when you just need 1 round, you have 3 opportunities. Now you only have 2. I would have loved if the first was just something, hey guys, let's buy 2 MAC-10s and 3 AKs and let's rush B. You know, let's just try and do something a little bit outside of the box. Let's not go for the default. Remember, we only got 3 rounds in that first half.
Look at them.
Yeah.
3 fast, out mid, knives out. This could all hang on these sprays. The flashes are in. Tabson holds on with Crimbo. From the grave, his nade finds Jacob. Amata for the advantage. Sin forces the issue, takes advantage, and extends it with a nice frag and a nade on the nose. Tatsunito onto 43. Bomb loose on elbow to be retrieved. Tabson digs deep into main. 3 lean B. Mid open for business. To be tended to now by Sin. Full belt from Tatsunito. Can at least feign presence and pressure, but not without the bomb.
I just don't understand the call again. Like, I know I said do something fast, but Big have been contesting for middle. Come on now.
Yeah, no. I mean, Tatsunito...
Where the bomb is.
Yeah, he doesn't surrender, though. He's not going to go down quietly. And he's got 40 seconds, so he's going to use every second available to him to try and continue to keep them on their toes. Process that. Sound cue goes both ways, bro. Tatsunito. An ace clutch for the group stage of Katowice is asking way too much. And from behind, Tabson didn't finish his meal. He brought him low. A single bullet would do it. Sin provides it. We go again. 1 more round required for the double OT.
It's always hard, isn't it? It's never easy with Big. Timeout called.
This is an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, isn't it just? Nork is going to require a drop from Tatsunito here because he's bought the AWP in back-to-back rounds. I don't think that'll facilitate him the AWP. Just give him a rifle.
Well, I mean, Tabson did that full blind.
And the stress for both teams, when you're both charging towards middle, the quickest point of contact on the map.
Just knowing it all hangs in the balance, it's crazy.
It's just the all-ins. Sin has really stepped it up. He's had some very important rounds, some very important kills. Apeks are the ones who now get the opportunity to, well, not now, they've had it for the last 2, but the opportunity to close things out. They have the advantage, whereas that was all Bigs. And the ones having a battle back. Timeout taken. What words of wisdom has Mytha been able to offer?
Will it end here? Or do we really need another OT? Stiko, he's actually got a whole lot of presence early. Straight out main, dumping his util. Getting the defense nervous. A boost up, that's a good opportunity. I think spotted by Crimbo, has to give it up. Now Nork starts to work his magic on this B defense. Sin holding that tight angle. Now trying to isolate the duel. Good work from Sin. Cut down by Jacob. Levels it out. Still that pressure on A. Their fight's got 2 fronts simultaneously.
That was a team flash.
Crimbo's gone down. A team flash out from Mantu. Oh, and another down. It's Sense with impact on the A site. Bomb in mid. Coming out of the ledge now. And a 2v4. Apeks are 2 clicks of the mouse away from taking that final spot in the Katowice group stage. And it's Stiko on the AWP to close. Big Clan to be eliminated. Hours of Counter-Strike transpired. And it ends here. Apeks, resilient. Satsanito, Jacob, 26 apiece. 3 maps, extra rounds. It ends here on the A site. Process gives it a go. What more can he do? The first of the 4. A Mollier main swing in, and that's it. Apeks have done it. The top 16 of IEM Katowice, sending Big Clan home with a heavy head.
Have to just shout out Sense here. That first half, only 1 kill to his name. He has massive impact in that second half of play. Gets a 1-on-2 clutch. The same to be said for Stiko. Those 2 were at the bottom of the scoreboard. The workhorses. You've got your Jacobs, you've got your Sasanitos. The multi-kills they were able to deliver was only because those clutches kept them in the game.